Hello, my name is Christian Zinzendorf. I'm a brother here at the Hermitage, and we're showing the different processing of flax. This is scutching flax. It's actually the second stage of the production, and what we have here are scutching boards and scutching knives. These are different examples of scutching knives. This is a typical German scutching knife. It has two blades, one on either side. The English model is like a sword. It has one blade. This particular one actually looks like a sword. You hold it in the handle and chop with it. This is how they work. You put the flax over the board, stand on it, steady it, and I hold the blade at an angle, about a 45-degree angle, and I strike the flax. What's happening is all of the boon of chaff that was broken in the first stage, which is the breaking, is now being scraped away. Turn the flax over, and I pound away. This really makes the chaff fly. What also happens is there are little bits of the flax that's too rotted to use for spinning and weaving, but this makes good stuffing. This is torn away as I'm processing. So what I have left is really good, strong flax. If the flax is properly retted, then this stage will be fairly easy. You'll be able to get away, shake away all of the bits and pieces of flax. This also loosens the fibers. So when we do the next stage, the combing stage, then it'll be easy to pull away the different short fibers from the long fibers. As the flax gets loosened up, it begins to fluff up almost like hair. It begins to loosen. You have to hang onto the flax tightly, because if you hang onto it loosely, it'll begin to work its way down and you'll end up with a big long roving. So you really want to keep all the fibers together as you scutch. You see how the flax is beginning to fluff up. Just about done. And the next stage will be the combing, where I straighten all this out. But this is the scutching process. And we have different kinds of scutching boards. This is a Swedish scutching board. They developed what looks like a big pirate sword. And the idea is pretty much the same. You step on the board and take some flax. And instead of holding the blade at an angle, when you do this process, it needs to go straight down. It's more difficult to keep from getting hurt using this because my hand's right next to the blade. Many times I'd have a big hole here in the board and you just slip the flax through, so your hand would be down. But this is the daring model here. My hand is right against the blade as I strike it. This is a long and slow process. You can see what happens. The flax begins to get very loose and fluffy as I'm scutching here. This is another type of scutching board. This one you have to lean against yourself. You lay the flax over here, and it's a downward motion. I'm using the English style knife for this. Turn the flax over. And there we go. This is a very unique and rare scutching board. This came from a Virginia plantation. This is what slaves used on the plantation, and it's a small tabletop model. The slave quarters were so tiny that the equipment the slaves had to be small enough to fit. And this is a rough-hewn scutching knife here. You just have it on a table or a bench, and you scutch away. Turn the flax over.